I just wanted to make a quick video. This is Guild Wars, and make a quick video on the current meta right now in Arena. Obviously, it's all this. All you're seeing is gonna be this Duane Super Stern Kane combo right here. Those are all the whales right there. You just know because there's no way you can save up so much for Kane, Demon Wall, Duane, Darkness, Irresistible Darkness. Anyways, that build. One of the ways to counter that build is people are using Whisper in Arena. I see a ton of them. I've seen like 6 or 7 Whispers, which is more than I've seen Luarta, because I've seen like 1 Luarta. Duane, on the other hand, there's walls and walls of them. There's like, you could, out of your 20 matches, you can find like a wall of 8, maybe a couple of other guys, and another wall of 8 underneath that. So yeah, you're gonna see a ton of them. Obviously, I'm gonna chase the meta here. I'm gonna run the same thing. Talk about how to counter Duane. In my Monday meta video, I did talk about like the major weakness to this combo is none of them have any good way of attacking evade. I guess you can. There's a couple of ways to soft counter the evade. That would be if you were to give Super Stern the Exorcist card. That card does 2 things. One, it helps you hit Whisper harder, and 2, the Exorcist card somewhat counters evade. But if you're running a full team of evade, I don't see that being that good. The other thing about running evade, it doesn't really fly on this map. I even said that. Like, evade is somewhat weaker on this map due to the accuracy raise, and I'm not even sure how much accuracy is raised. If it's like 20 or 30, that basically makes evade unrunnable. There's a dragon thing right there. Nice. I'm gonna die to Holy. I don't. Oh yeah, my Duane in guild battles is not running tank, so that's why. Might get a drain force here. Oh, that hurts. Odalian bomber. Ouch. Um. So basically, the meta right now is running around the whole Duane team. Like, Luarta isn't even a thing. You're not even seeing any Luartas. Well, you're gonna see plenty of them when I run it. Anyways, it's all Duane. Either Duane Kane or Duane Super Stern or some combination of the 3. Couple of tips would be to run Duane with Lancer, or run Duane with the Dragoon sub, because you're very likely to run into people. People are gonna run Whisper, right? And Duane with the Dragoon sub, what that'll do is he will run up to Whisper and jump her from far away. So once he jumps Whisper, that does 2 things. 1, Whisper can't hit him with Taunting Spell, and 2, that jump will do a ton of damage because Whisper can't resist Slash and Pierce very well at the same time. I mean, technically you can build something like 80-80, but 80-80 is not good enough for Whisper, I'll be honest. 80-80 Whispers are gonna get killed. You need like 90-95 in order to not die, just not completely get wrecked. The other thing is with I used to run Duane with Viking. I hopped on the Dragoon train. I think Dragoon is a little bit better. There's no the other thing is you don't have a good counter to you don't have a good answer to Evasion. Obviously, this is actually a really good team for this field. This field is when I originally played it, is a pretty big hellhole for me because a month ago I don't have any. A month ago I was purely evade and I was purely evade and magic, so I had to build 2 teams out of scratch just for this. So running this dark team really helps. But of course, you need to worry about some of the things you need to worry about: evade and whisper. Those are 2 of the main things you got to worry about. Other than that, like I guess there are people running Engelbert, but I don't see that flying. I think Gunner might. I think Gunner might actually work really well against them, but that remains to be proven. Other than that, then you're basically just running the same team against each other and hope you get lucky. But I have ran Whisper against them, and to great effect on most of the Duane teams, except for the ones where Duane suddenly does Dragoon jump. Obviously, my Whisper also has to hold threat. Sometimes she loses threat for some reason. I don't know why. She also runs out of AP occasionally, so those are issues you gotta deal with. But yeah, I was like, evade might work here. Well, I mean, if you're running 2 or 3 evade items on top of 2 or 3 on top of 2 evade cards like Whisper, Shiva plus Secrets of the Heart, you may very well be able to dodge some of the attacks if after you use like Illusion. But if you're gonna run evade against this team, you gotta know that you're weaker than them. That's why you're running evade. And basically, you have three turns of immunity. Uh, if they overcome if they get lucky and they get a lucky roll, you're gonna die. So that's the issue with evade. The other issue with evade is that team, this dark team has a huge AOE range. You might accidentally get tagged by a AOE and die, and that's that. Like there's nothing you can do about it especially in an evade team, right? Even though you're running head on because of the accuracy buff, um, you have to run a lot more evade than you normally do, so you're not doing as much damage. And once those 3 turns are up, you're suddenly your 30% chance to hit you becomes 50 to 60. You're a lot more likely to die. So that being said, like, I don't think I think the only way to fight this team is either head on or you use Whisper as a tank. After this map, on the next map, evade will kill them very easily. But right now, because of the raised accuracy, you don't really have to worry about evade. If you are worried about running into evade as that dark team, it all comes down to what vision card the Super Stern is running, right? You can run a Guion with Super Stern, and then that extra 10% accuracy will basically completely cover the evade that's going on. If anyone chooses to run evade, not that too many people are going to choose to run evade anyway. You do see a lot of them in the lower tiers, around like the 1000-ish, but you're not too likely to see that. You're not too likely to see evade up in the 200s. Where's that team that I had? Yeah, this team. It all comes down to what card this Super Stern uses, right? Because these two are gonna use their designated cards. This card can be one of a number of things. Either where is it? Exorcist. They might run. Some people might run Titan. You can run Odin. Really, you can run anything on this card. But some of the better choices would be like Exorcist, that counters both evade and somewhat counters Whisper. Because with Exorcist, Whisper's slash resist, even at 99 or even at 100, becomes like 65. 65 slash resist Whisper is killable. 99, no. Alternatively, if you're really afraid of evade, there's always a Guion. I have all the shards for him, but I don't have him maxed out. And yeah, that's it. Right now, top 97. Top 97. I was like 85 an hour ago, so people are catching up. And obviously, like because I'm making videos, I pick different people to fight, so that's why I'm not top 50. If I wanted to be top 50, I just pick the same guy over and over again. And the other issue with running evade is you can't really do that. You can't pick the same guy over and over again because running evade in arena is mostly RNG, especially with this map with the increased accuracy. In a map that doesn't have increased accuracy, you can get Vanera Ketone, those guys to like 100% evade. And 100% evade, they will wreck this team. But it doesn't work it doesn't really work as well on this map because of the accuracy. So you're rolling the dice. So if you're running an evade team, you can't keep fighting them. Also, another tip for this team, you're gonna run. I think this is a better team than the Super Stern team. Obviously, Super Stern Hazard Crasher with 40% slash increase is insane. But if you run into people using Whisper, I think running Stern is better. For two reasons. One reason, Stern with Dragoon gives you another Lancer. You can run triple. That basically gives you triple Piercer and triple Slasher. Or you run Stern as Ninja, and then Stern just runs up to Whisper, uses Antong, and she's gonna die. Because it doesn't matter how much resist you have. Stern has the ability to go through all that resist between Antong, Drain Force, Jump, because Whisper is probably gonna be Slash and Magic immune. It's very easy for her to get Slash immune. It's very hard for her to get Lance and Spear and Sword resist at the same time. This was the team I was running, and my biggest this is the team I was running, and my biggest issues with this team is I run into people that do piercing. So Pierce Lance basically hits me for full damage because that removes all of the removes all of my piercing. Duane doing jump actually hits me for like 2 or 3k, so that's not good on a 4k health pool. 4k because you get an extra 15% from Duane in the actual combat. I have gotten killed by Slash a couple of times because of the Exorcist card, so Whisper can somewhat counter them, but it's not a counter to all of them. And I haven't gotten Antonged yet, but I have Antonged a few of the Whispers, so I know that like you running 100% slash resist on Whisper is kind of a deterrent when people are fighting you, but it by no means like is a sure win against that comp. So yeah, I think this is probably the better comp, to be honest. But there's also a Cecil build where people run Cecil with Kane and Duane. That also works. I just think Kane and Duane is the better duel than Kane and Super Stern. But yeah, that remains to be seen. But realistically, I think Gunner will wreck all of them. Just wait for some Gunner videos today or tomorrow, and we'll see. But when it was just Kane, I had no issue killing Kane because Kane kept running up front. He kept running through the middle, and basically what that does is it attracts Gunner fire, and he gets hit 3 times and dies. Duane, not particularly resistant to missile, and because of all the other Duane teams out there, nobody's building missile resist. All right, they're all building either slash or lance resist because missile they're not really expecting missile resist because not too many people pull Luarta, and that's where I'm gonna come in with the cheeky Luarta. She's 79 right now, and she hits like a truck. I think I'm about 40 shards short of 89, so I should have her up and running by tomorrow. And I'm gonna run a Gunner guide video, so you guys can look forward to that. But yeah, that's some update to the Monday meta. Thank you guys for watching.